Do they like it or not? We're about to get an earful from Fargo Metro government and business leaders about North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum's decision to close restaurant dining rooms and other facilities today. It's a move to help slow the spread of the coronavirus. There's a news conference in just a few hours at 9:30 this morning at Fargo City Commission chambers, where local mayors and business leaders will talk about the governor's executive order. Burgum's order to close bars, restaurants, and breweries takes hold at noon today and continues through April 6th. Takeout, delivery, curbside, drive-through, or off-sale services may continue. The news conference will be streamed on the City of Fargo's Facebook and Twitter accounts. COVID-19 has hit the FM area, and we have the latest for you right now on the first positive coronavirus case in Clay County. Minnesota health officials say the patient is a man between the ages of 18 and 24 years old who recently traveled internationally. MSUM President Ann Blackhurst sent staff an email last night indicating one of their students self-reported a case of coronavirus to the Dean of Students. Minnesota's total number of positive cases is now at 89. In North Dakota, 8 new cases were reported yesterday, all from the Bismarck-Mandan area, including one man in his 70s. The total number is now 19. The executive order from Governor Doug Burgum to close bars and restaurants and other dine-in establishments also includes the closure of recreational facilities, health clubs, and entertainment venues. And North Dakota health officials are now prioritizing testing groups because of a shortage of nylon swabs. Those groups include patients hospitalized with a respiratory illness, those living or working in congregate settings, healthcare workers, and public health investigators. The state of Wisconsin is reporting its first 2 deaths from COVID-19. The governor made the announcement yesterday as the outbreak reached inside a Wisconsin state prison for the first time. The patients who died were both men, one in his 50s and the other in his 90s, who both lived north of Milwaukee in the eastern part of the state. No information is being released just yet about the victims' underlying health conditions. Police are now investigating the death of a missing West Fargo man that we first told you about. Travis Zeck was found dead yesterday in Richland County. He had been reported missing earlier this week. 9 minutes before 7. Let's get a check of that First Alert Storm Team forecast. And Justin, it's cold out there today.
Yeah, very cold for this time of day and this time of year. Temperatures starting off into the single digits and single digits below 0. We've fallen to 3 below 0 into the Northern Valley, Devil's Lake Basin, near 5 degrees from Fargo out toward the James River Valley, across our Minnesota counties. Coldest air as you make your way closer to the Canadian border, and warmest into Lakes Country. Now, the winds are mainly from a northerly direction. We're going to keep that northerly wind through the day. Wind speeds around 10 to 25 miles per hour, so we'll say a light breeze. It's pretty cold out there in terms of air temperature, and with the wind, it's definitely frigid with wind chill values into the Northern Valley, Devil's Lake Basin into the upper teens and lower 20s, and lower teens making our way into the Southern Valley and Lakes Country. That's what it feels like outside, so prepare for that. Mostly clear skies across the region right now. That system that gave us the snow well off to the east. High pressure is working its way in. We're on its cold side, though. We're going to have this high continue to move off to the east. By tomorrow, we're going to be in that southerly wind, the southerly flow, and that will warm us up pretty nicely. Now, here's the hour-by-hour forecast, starting off into the single digits and single digits below 0 across the region. Sunny skies today. We're going to keep that northerly breeze, and high temperatures lean to the mid to upper teens, and then going through the overnight period. We're going to start off again on your Saturday morning into the single digits and near 0 in most places. And then there's that southerly wind warming us up and increasing the cloud cover for your Saturday, with highs getting into the upper 20s to near 30 degrees. Now, we're near 40 for the day on Sunday. We got mostly sunny skies. Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 43 degrees and staying in the lower 40s on Tuesday. Our next chance of some rain or snow showers Tuesday into Wednesday, with upper 30s by Wednesday. That cools us down into the mid-30s by Thursday as we stay dry again with partly cloudy skies. There's your weather. Let's check in with Devin Fry now with your traffic on the move.
Thanks, Justin. It may be cold out here right now, but that's going to be a pretty sunrise. So finding silver linings and everything out here right now. We're on I-94 right now to finish this hour, heading east toward Minnesota. You can see that the westbound lanes, it's a fairly consistent traffic flow. There's really not any buildups. Everything's moving pretty freely. It's just more of a consistent buildup. So everything is kind of getting onto the roadways, thankfully not slowing down, still able to maintain their speed. It's just getting a little bit more crowded out there. On I-29, which we just drove over on the tri-level interchange, everything is also moving along smoothly there. The northbound lanes are starting to get a little bit more crowded than what we've been seeing from earlier days this week, but overall, like I said, things moving freely. It's a fairly ideal drive as you make your way out the door on this cool and crisp Friday morning. Now, overall, while things are building up, like I said, they're moving nicely, and part of that has to be that these road conditions are much nicer than what we were dealing with yesterday. Just 24 hours ago, these roadways were snow covered, pretty hazardous as you made your way out there. Overall, just made the morning drive not fun. Today is pretty much the opposite of that. And another pretty remarkable thing, just look at how wide open it is on the eastbound lanes of I-94 right now. I'm pretty much all alone, and there's only a few vehicles behind me. So if you're traveling on the eastbound lanes of I-94, you're going to be in great shape as you make your way out the door. Just be prepared for a little bit busier conditions in the northbound lanes of I-29 and the westbound lanes of I-94. We're going to keep checking out these roadways in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
North Dakota school districts are getting the green light to come up with an alternative approach to educating kids in grades K through 12. The move aims to continue the learning process in light of coronavirus concerns. Governor Doug Burgum is calling for schools to remain closed until further notice, so districts can map out plans to resume classes remotely. West Fargo teachers hope to have theirs ready at the end of the month, and Fargo schools hope to have their plan in place by April 1st. While most people are working from home, truck drivers are still on the road, making sure America's store shelves stay stocked. But there are challenges. One trucker tells us he's experienced showers being shut down so he can't clean up. Another trucker saw places where toilet paper had been stolen. And now with executive orders by state governors, it's harder to get out and stretch their legs during a long haul because so many restaurants are closed for dine-in.
It's probably a little harder for us out here on the road because we're dealing with it daily when other people can go home and self-quarantine and we basically can't. We need to be hauling this stuff for the people.
Michael is a local trucker and says if you're a trucker in the area as well, to reach out to him and find him on Facebook. For more information, just go to our VNL News app and click on this story. A downtown Fargo distillery is adding hand sanitizers to its arsenal. Proof Artisan Distillers has received approval from federal licensing authorities to produce hand sanitizer. Their Facebook post says they're now working on the logistics of distribution and will update us as soon as possible. Fargo police officers may start looking a little different when responding to certain calls in our community. Take a look at this video. The department is fitting all of its officers with N95 masks to help keep them safe. They'll be wearing the masks while responding to calls involving anyone with COVID-like symptoms. Police Chief David Tav also says an officer may even ask to take your report over the phone. It's a challenging time for everyone. Many have to pick up their workstations and move them to home. But these new policies are important as it protects us and others from the spread of coronavirus. And the Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us this morning, showing you how things are different here at Valley News Live as well. Good morning, Abby.
Yeah, good morning, Lisa. What used to be a station buzzing with reporters has now gone pretty quiet as reporters are now working remotely. We talked with Callie and Courtney, two reporters here, and they showed us their spaces at home that they've set up. They have their laptops, their camera, all the equipment has been checked out, and the reporters keep that at home so they can just go straight to the interview and not even have to come to the station. So that's kind of how things have changed here for our average day reporters. Is a lot of them are having to, learn how to edit and bring all that stuff back from home. But two here at the station, for those of us that are still inside of the building, it's a lot different as well. Usually when I'm here in studio, I would be in the same studio as you, Lisa, but instead we're utilizing Studio B, which is our spare studio. And that's where we've kind of moved in here. I've moved my desk in here as well. I also have a laptop that I work on to edit and write my stories and to check up with possible interviews as well. And then this is the screen that I look at to be able to see inside the studio. That's how me and Lisa are communicating right now. And then, of course, everything is equipped with Clorox and hand sanitizer, no matter where you're at in the newsroom, bathroom, back in the newsroom, it's all there. So there's a lot of changes here, and I know there's a lot of changes for you at home as well. Head to our Valley News Live Facebook page and drop a photo underneath the live, the live I did. And let's see how your workspaces are at home, because I know that this is a big change for everyone.
And I also have Clorox wipes right here on the desk. And people have probably noticed Jordan Schreier is not here with me right now because we're doing separate hours to continue with the social distancing. So he'll be on here in a few minutes as we start on the Fargo CW at 7. Abby, thank you so much for sharing what has changed in your life as well. Appreciate it. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Here's today's question. When it comes to wedding proposals, 11% of people have done this. And the answer? Proposed without a ring. And let's get one more quick check of our weather with Justin Fanfarelli.
And temperatures not really going very far today. Into the Devil's Lake Basin, highs only into the lower teens. We're going to be into the mid to upper teens as we go through the day, but warmer air is on the way for tomorrow and Sunday.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. Join us right now on the Fargo CW.